In the headlines, Chris Hani remembered today and charges against Richard Mdluli to be officially dropped. With the news this hour, I'm Ayanda Gunene. The SACP says militancy, bravery and the willingness to subject oneself to organizational discipline are valuable lessons to be learned from its former General Secretary Chris Hani. Today marks the 19th anniversary of the death of the SACP leader. The SACP, in collaboration with the city of Ekurhuleni, will host a series of commemorative activities to mark Hani's death. The party's General Secretary Playdin Zamande, COSATU's Zwelinzima Vavi and Ekurhuleni Mayor Mondli Gundubele will lay wreaths at Hani's grave in Boksburg later this morning. Tonight, ANC-NEC member Paulo Jordan will deliver the Chris Hani Memorial Lecture in Kempton Park. SACP spokesperson Malisela Maleka.
In the context of Comrade Chris' life, we must be able to learn from the past, his militancy, his bravery, his radicalness, but also his willingness to subject himself to organizational and collective discipline. We want Comrade Chris to be remembered as a man who did everything for the people and with the people.
The charges against crime intelligence boss Richard Mdluli will be officially withdrawn in the South Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg today. Charges against Mdluli's co-accused, court orderly Samuel Dlomo, Colonel Nkosana Sebastian Mlimba and Lieutenant Colonel Mthunzi Omhle Mthembeni will also be withdrawn. They were all charged with intimidation, 3 counts of kidnapping, 2 counts of assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm, murder, attempted murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Mdluli's suspension from the police service was lifted 2 weeks ago and has since returned to work. The Eugene Tablanche murder trial is set to resume in the Circuit High Court in Ventersdorp today. Chris Mahlangu and a teenager are charged with the ex-WB's leader's murder. He was found bludgeoned to death on his farm in April 2010. Candice Klein has the details.
On the Easter weekend in 2010, the eyes of the world were drawn to the farming town of Ventersdorp in the northwest. It was a tension-filled few weeks, with rumours of political assassination competing with allegations that Tablanche had sexually and physically molested the accused. The state is now nearing the end of its case, with only 2 witnesses left to call. These include the high-level detective from Klerksdorp, Captain Tsietsi Manu. He previously testified during the bail hearing and later during a trial within a trial on the admissibility of so-called confessions, one of which was thrown out of court. The defense is likely to challenge Manu's methods in building the case after a previous police witness testified that he was influenced into changing his statement. Candice Klein, SABC News, Ventersdorp.
Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe is said to be fighting for his life in a Singapore hospital. An Australian newspaper says it comes amid reports that Mugabe has struck an agreement to hand power to his defense minister Emmerson Mnangagwa. Mugabe visited Singapore 8 times in the past year. The Zimbabwe government has denied the claims of his ill health, saying he'll be back in the country by tomorrow. The Zimbabwe Mail, quoting a senior official of Mugabe's ZANU-PF party, says the president is undergoing intensive treatment in Singapore and that some members of his family have had to join him. The alarm was raised when the government postponed a cabinet meeting.